This is your first chance of the year to lock back in on your trading. Um, Video slightly different today. Had a pretty decent week. Nothing crazy. But I kind of want to check in, or I want to remind you guys to do a check in on kind of where you are right now towards those goals that you set on January 1st, right? It's almost the end of January. The year goes by fast, right? You got all these goals that you want to accomplish for the year, but you think you can start in February, you think you can start in March. Next thing you know, it's summer. You take a vacation, and the year just flies by. So what I'm doing right now is just checking in to remind you that you need to make sure that you are doing those things that you said you were gonna do for 2025, right? If you said you were gonna be journaling every day 2025, how many days in January have you missed already, right? Take accountability, check where you are, because if you're not where you are in your trading, uh, and you're looking at YouTube, you're in Discords, and you're still not finding that consistency that you're looking for, it's 100% your fault, right? You got to remember that it's 100% your fault. That means there's something that you're doing wrong that you're not getting, that's causing you to do these things, right? You're still constantly, you already blew out 2 3 4 accounts in January, right? And you said you were going to take them slow, but you've been YOLOing them, trying to finish them in 2 days, right? So um you know just lock back in, and start thinking about those things that you said that you were going to do for 2025, and know that we are at the end of January. Like, be very realistic with your goal. If you have this huge goal and you're nowhere close to it right now, or you just haven't made any progress towards it, think about it a little bit and be very realistic with what you're doing, right? Because, like, a lot of times, like, we set these goals like, oh, I'm going to make this $1 million, I'm going to make this 100 200K, and monetary goals, of course, right? We're in trading, but we don't set these little we don't set smaller goals that will help us achieve those things, right? We don't set different barriers or things that I want to achieve in order to accomplish that big goal, right? We just go straight ahead for the big goal. You ask somebody how they're going to make their first 500,000, 100,000, and they just tell you, hey, I'm going to get a few different payouts from Top Step, and I should be there by the end of the year, right? Okay, how many payouts, right? How many payouts do you need? How do you plan on keeping those accounts? What do you plan on doing? How are you trading? Or have you done anything yet? Have you gotten the payouts? Are you passing combines? How are you gonna get to that 100 500K goal that you may have for yourself, right? So is it realistic? Is this what you're setting for? Is what you're setting for yourself realistic, right? And I want you guys to think about that a little bit. And if it is, if it is a realistic goal and you're locked in, I need you to think a little bit about where you are right now, and if you are doing the right things, and if you have done the right things in January to get towards your goals, right? And be very honest with yourself. Is There's only two answers. It's either a yes or a no. You can't, like, you have to be fully in this. You have to lock all the way in order to get what you want out of these markets, because it's no joke. Like, you for year I've been doing this trading thing for years now. I've traded options for 6 years, and I'm kind of new to futures. What, 2 years now, almost three. Uh, but this thing is like it's like it's very hard mentally. Trading overall is not hard once you find your system and you have your psychology intact, right? But the overall trading overall as a business, whatever it is you want to do, like, it's not easy. It's not like a job where someone just tells you what to do. You do that, you get your paycheck. No, like, every decisions that you make, um, it reflects right there instantly. You can see it instantly. As soon as you press that buy or sell button, you make that decision to FOMO into the trade, you make that decision to chase. It's an instant answer. Like, you see that it happens very instantly, right? So And you have to be very sharp when you're making those decisions. So it's a lot, right? You have to get your things together, um, on the charts and off the charts, right? Whether it is, you said that you were gonna read a lot more, right? This year, and you haven't touched a single page of a book, right? You said you were gonna hit the gym. You haven't sniffed outside. You feel me? You haven't sniffed outside at all January, right? But you're coming up with excuses, of course, right? Oh, I haven't hit the gym because I'm busy at work, you know. I can't get home on time, blah, blah, blah. There's always excuses, there's always reasons. You may have actual things in your life, but you know, you're not gonna get where you are using excuses, right? So I need you to lock back in. I need you to lock back in. You have to promise me that for the rest of this time, the rest of January, you're gonna lock back in and start back towards those goals, right? Write them down. Keep track. Make smaller goals that lead to those big goals, right? Um, in order for you to get to where you want to be by December. This is the first phase, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for you guys. I'm not gonna do this every month because I want to see where you guys are. I'm gonna do this for you guys maybe once, maybe twice, maybe every other month, right? Serving as kind of what do you call that? What do you call that? Not guideline. Roadblock. Check-ins. These are going to be like check-ins, right? To really think about where you are and see if that goal that you set is achievable or not. If you're way over ahead, if you're lying to yourself, or you could really be still be doing the same thing that you were doing last year. Some of you guys are probably still doing the same thing that you were doing last year. You said you were going to change that. You said you were going to change that this year. So you have to lock back in and get things together, man. Nobody's gonna be here to hold your hands through this. Nobody's gonna force you to take the proper setup. It's all up to you. This whole trading thing is hard, and you have to be the decision maker. You have to make these proper decisions, and it all starts with your life on and off the charts. You have to lock in within your life, get your things in order. Whatever it is that you said, the things that you know will make you a better person, right? Whether you like it or not, it will reflect on the chart, right? If you said, like I said, if you said you were gonna go to the gym, and I'll break it down for you guys. Here's a quick way of how things can go, right? And how quickly things can proceed into the chart, right? Say you set a goal, hey, I'm gonna be going to the gym 3 times this week, right? You go once, the next day you take a break, the next day something comes up, that's fine. You can't go, right? Thursday, you're like, nah, I don't really feel like it. Friday, it's like, nah, I don't really feel like it, right? There's inconsistency within that goal. So you have time gaps, you have gaps within that goal, right? What you will find is that psychologically that thing will fuck with you. Why? Because you can't accomplish a simple task that you set for yourself, right? So when you go on the charts, you're gonna do the same things. You're gonna say, hey, I'm gonna take this trade at previous day high at a key level at midnight at settlement price. And what's gonna happen is that it's gonna be 9:30, and I promise you, I say things because I've done things before. I've done these things before. It's gonna be 9:30. You're gonna see a huge green candle on Nasdaq, and you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, bro. You're gonna see a huge green candle on Nasdaq, and you're gonna hit that buy button. Boom. And guess what? Guess what? You're gonna buy right at the top of price, and guess what's gonna happen? The market's gonna drop on you. And guess what? That 50K account, that combine that you made 900 $800 on, that you were this close to being funded, you needed another $1,500, whatever, is gone. And guess, I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna go and buy another 50K. And why? Because I know, because I've done it before. You're gonna go and buy another 50K for the day and act like you're starting fresh, and then the cycle just goes over and over and over and over again until December, and then you're gonna start making these new goals, whatever. So, again, I'm making this video because as a check-in, just checking in on my community, checking in on my people, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing in Discord tomorrow, just checking in on everybody, making sure you have not achieved your goals, right? But you are taking small steps towards your goals every day, right? January is almost over. February is coming in soon, right? You need to lock in and keep tabs of where you are. And if you're not where you need to be in order to achieve that goal, you need to speed up. You need to speed up. I'm sorry, but you have to put some gas on it, right? Because that like it has to happen and you have to achieve your goals and you're not gonna do it by just slacking, man. Stop messing up. Take accountability. Stop taking these days off, man. Sit on the chart, like learn these things, learn this chart, put in the time, put in the work, and you will see the results. You will see the results. And I'm really getting there. I'm getting to a point where things are like clicking. I'm waking up. I'm doing the same things every day. I'm doing the same things over and over. I'm taking my trades at the same time. I'm hitting trades. I'm losing and I'm getting off the charts. I'm taking losses and I'm not buying anymore. I hit my loss that I set in for my day, whether it's $600, $700, and I'm walking away like I don't give a fuck. And it's been working for me. And I need you to do the same thing, please, or else you're going to see that time's going to fly by, the year's going to end, and you still haven't done shit. So lock back in. It's your boy Dez. Join the Discord. Peace out.